Hello, welcome.
Hi. Good evening, Dr. Kassabian, Superintendent Ekjan, members of the board, and everyone that's there. I'm so excited to be here to present to you and to have Susan Giatti, Ms. Giatti, present about all the amazing things that she's doing in her classroom, both remotely, really. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all the teachers and say Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. It's such a great time to honor all the wonderful things that you guys are all doing. And what Susan is doing, what Ms. Giatti is doing, is she is integrating all of her math strategies and making math understandable while in remote learning, but also reaching out to her students and having a venue through Zoom to really connect with her students on the social emotional level of all things as well. So she's really bringing math alive remotely. So I want to hand it off to Ms. Giatti.
Hello. Can you all hear me? Yes. Okay. Good evening, Dr. Kassabian, members of the board, Superintendent Ekjan. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm Susan Giatti. I teach 6th grade math at Wilson Middle School. This is all new, obviously, to a lot of the teachers, and it's definitely, there's been a lot of specific pedagogies and practices that has helped me transition to remote learning and make it successful and effective for me and my students. It's been really important for me to continue connecting with my students. It's something that I cherish. I miss that. And I want to make sure that I'm able to meet all of their social and emotional needs at the same time. I've been taking time out every week at the beginning of the week, making weekly phone calls home, especially to those students who I know are struggling with the content, or, you know, I'm sure they're struggling with things at home as well, and they're finding things challenging. But one thing that I found is, actually, I can think of one student who, you know, was a little bit of a challenge during the traditional classroom setting. He refused to do any work, regardless of how many contacts home I'd made. And now this student, throughout the remote learning process, has made a complete 180. I mean, he's the first person in my Zoom meetings, always there and waiting. He's always asking when the next Zoom meeting is going to be. He's turning in all his assignments. So to see him thrive in this kind of a setting is really encouraging. And I know a lot of students, you know, are, you know, maybe shy perhaps in a traditional classroom setting, but they're thriving in a remote setting, which is great to see. And it's really encouraging. I've been trying to assign all their math work at the beginning of the week and kind of giving the students enough time throughout the week. And it's due maybe like Thursday or Friday towards the end of the week. That way they're not feeling overwhelmed, because they don't only have one class. They have several classes that they need to tend to, and I want to make sure that they're not feeling too overwhelmed. And lastly, like Dr. Kassabian mentioned, I've been holding office hours through Zoom once a week, and it's optional. So if students are, you know, have questions, or they just want to have that interaction, the face-to-face interaction that we all crave and miss so much, and they're always asking, when's our next Zoom meeting? When's our next Zoom meeting? So I love to see them. They always come on. They have questions. We've been playing Kahoot. They like to play Kahoot. They enjoyed it throughout the year, so they're always wanting that. So it's, you know, it's definitely been a transition, but we're all adapting, and it's going great. And I think we're all learning from it. And there's a lot to take here, you know, into the next school year, whenever that starts again. Thank you guys for this opportunity and for allowing me to share.
Thank you. I appreciate your sharing your best practices, which will be incorporated in the discussions we're having district-wide, because it's really important for us to listen to the practitioners and ways in which you've benefited from this experience and how you intend to move forward in the near future. Thank you, Dr. Kassabian. Thank you, Ms. Giatti. We're so blessed to have you in our school district.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's nice to see everyone, although remotely.
Likewise, and hopefully we'll be together soon. So next, I have the principal of Crescenta Valley High School, Dr. Linda Young, who will be coming up to present her Flipgrid and the best practices that are happening at the high school level. I also forgot to mention the young lady who earlier